Good morning. Welcome to the Coastal Classic Celebz interview with myself, Big Class the Raga Dance Boy. This is actually a platform where we interview artists, models, brand owners, and all sorts of celebrities, plus businessmen, businesswomen. We interview them and have to find out about the aspects and the impacts that they put out there in life. Today in the studio, we are going to have our first phase of this interview, the brand new openers of this interview, the winner and the newly crowned Miss WMS, Miss Emily Namunjebo. Please have a seat and feel welcome to join us in the studio. So, ask you more about your career, more about your achievements, and for you to tell the audience out there, your fans, and those who put you up there for you to come into that spotlight. Firstly, let me ask you about how did it make you feel that night when you won that Miss WMS? Because I cannot believe that you came a long way in the modeling. You've been modeling for quite a long time now, because I've seen you. I've been one of your fans. I've been following you up like on WhatsApp, on Instagram, Facebook, and I realize you've been a long time coming model. Can you give us a brief of how you started? Did you start this from when you were very young, from a very young age, or you look up to somebody when you grow and you realize, okay, I realized that Miriam Kahukwena or somebody you saw modeling there and you said, okay, I want to follow in the footsteps. Can you tell us a bit how you started with this?
Thank you for the question. As for me, I didn't start at an early age, because I've been wanting to start it a long time ago from school, but then I was always a shy person and I was more into soccer. So when I came to Coastal, I came here while I was in the teenage, so I found Miss Teen Walvis Bay and I decided to take part, and which I won it. It was my first pageant and I won it as Miss Coastal Teen.
Wow, that sounds very interesting, so interesting. So actually you did not start up when you were very small. You started up at a big, when you were a bit grown up, and then maybe you realized that, okay, you want to take up such a career. So it was, let me say, so you did not realize that you had that talent from when you were young. You came to realize it. So it was a hidden talent within that you did not realize from a young age. You came to pick up from it.
Exactly, it was a hidden talent, and as I told you, I was more into like shyness and more into soccer. I really didn't know what to do with my life. Just when I grew up, I was like, okay, how about I try modeling?
Wow. Now talking about shyness, let's come back to shyness. She's saying she was a shy girl. She couldn't really like stand in front. A shy person wouldn't stand in a crowd of people like. Standing in a crowd of people, everybody with the eyes are on you, and like when you come to modeling, sometimes it's this time when you have to be, I don't know how to call it, but I think when I have to think of it, it's a swimming way,
Yeah,
swimming way, where you have to wear like, how must I say, bikinis and whatsoever. So from a shy person to that stage of you having to stand in front of an audience looking at you like this, almost half naked. How do you think that, okay, where did that shyness fly? Where did it actually go? How did you get loose of it?
As I say, there's a difference between ordinary and extraordinary. The difference is that little extra in it. So I just think that let me leave the shyness and just do what I have to do. And I mean, shyness won't take you anywhere. And then not only the bikini, as you said, what really bring me confident out of it is the traditional. Mostly my traditional is sunwear. What you saw that it's not what I really used to wear. I used to wear like sunwear with ropes, everything out, and then just cover the butt and then everything out. But then that one really bring the confidence in me, and then come to swimming, at least I cover half of it. So that's where my confidence came from.
Wow, that's quite impressive. Okay, before we have to say goodbye to you, I first need to ask you these two last questions. So Ms. Namjebo, the other thing I would like to ask you is, it have to come with, when modern time came, back in the days, our parents, our grandparents, plus our parents that are living to nowadays, the way they were brought up, they wouldn't recognize this thing of modeling and all that. They would see it's like something like a taboo for you, like walking in front of a crowd without really fully covered up. And now, when you have to be in the picture now, when you started modeling, I believe, I don't know how to say, but maybe I believe your parents are all alive, or if not alive, you got some guardians that are still alive, grannies and so on. How do they take your career? How do they accept it? Do they really fully accept it, or is there what type of challenges do you get within the family when it comes to supporting on your career? Do they take it? Do they support it? Or do you used to struggle here and there? Sometimes maybe you have to disobey some rules for the case of just you having to chase your dream.
Related to that questions with family and stuff, I didn't grow up a family child. I mean, I grew up away from my family. So the people that took over when I was young, the people that really taught me what life is, and they didn't have a problem with like taboo and stuff. All they believe more into modern world. Like we got to live a modern life for us to grow and stuff. We have to do it. Some people think it's a taboo, or that's why most ladies, they don't want to come out because they think the society is looking at them upside down. But then it's just the mentality and physical that we have to change sometimes. I mean, if we don't change it, then we don't go anywhere. We have to leave that mentality like a taboo and stuff that put the young ones down. And then just to look in the future and for the upcoming generation, just to look at, wow, what they've been doing is what we should follow. So for me, being a tabooness or like stuff, because even nowadays, being like when you're modeling, people look at you and be like, yo, this is a wrong generation, what I'm seeing here. They just come to view because others are coming to view, but what they think about us sometimes, and they shouldn't do that. They should cut off
Wow. Okay. Okay.
No, it made me laugh.
Okay. It's all good. Okay, my last question. You see, there's the excitement in this studio. You see, it's all about being truly express what you feel, how you feel. Mood must be activated. Okay, my last question to you, probably last, or I might make it a bit longer, but not too long. This might be a bit confidential. I don't know how to ask it, but like us different, like when it comes to me, having to see I got somebody or not having somebody, but if I get a girl, and if I have to compare myself with another nigga also that might have a girl, we are those type of guys that wouldn't like, man, look, my girlfriend is modeling, look, it's like every dude out there is sitting looking at my girl modeling, and like what goes in their brains, in their minds. So would I really allow my girl to model? Okay, this have to do now. Like, how does if you happen to be in a relationship? I don't know. I'm not assuming. I don't know. But then, if you are in a relationship currently, perhaps does your guy take it with respect? Does he handle it easily for you to model, or do you guys have challenges? And the last but not least question is the night when you won the Miss WMS. How did you, what type of difference did it make from the previous crowns that you won? So what more experience did you gain in it? What did you love about the event? What was the most highlight of that event? What did you like mostly about it? So, and then the last, you tell us what you are encouraging the young ones out there, those ones who like to follow up in your footsteps, who want to model also, but then they are having that shyness, like you said, or they are having that doubts that we might not make it. What would your words be to them? What would your encouragement be to them?
Wow. So you asked me 3 questions in one.
3 questions in one. That's why I say maybe it's the last one. So I always just hope you can remember all.
Yeah, I can remember all. The first one I asked is about relationship. You see, that's what people think as long as they think people that model, or ladies that model, they can't be in like a stable relationship. They are like touch and go, and they are just not normal people. So and then that also affects us. Like, not every lady want to model because they don't want to be labeled that. But then it take courage for one just to go for the floor. So okay, to me, as for me, I'm not into a relationship. Due to that is because you go model and everyone want to get in touch with you. They took your number and everything, and then sometimes also you don't know who to go for. Even though, to me, I really don't know what love is. That's why I prefer, let me just do what I do and then leave the boyfriend stuff aside. So as for me, I'm not in a relationship, sorry for that. And the second question that you asked was about how do I feel the night I won WMS. Sorry, I missed to say VMS. You're going to cut that, right? Okay. What I felt that night when I won WMS, I really felt like a changed person. Like from the beginning, I joined. I heard about it and I joined. And then throughout the journey of them, everything was just awesome. This was the first modeling ever I took, but that I feel like I'm not doing it local, because it was beyond local. This was a prepared show. It was everything. It was all in one. I mean, people came from outside. They just feel like it's a wow. It wasn't only about modeling. It was about music. It was a combination of everything. It was a multitasking. And then if you come behind everything, you see who came up with that. But it only consists 3-4 people. It's not that a huge group that organized it. That means it's a focusing in it. Whoever product is, manage and everything is just focused. Everything is being prepared. So for me, winning that pageant that night.
Yeah. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We have fun in the studio. Okay, my last question. Let's see, there's the excitement in the studio. Let's get to the last one. Ask you about it.
Okay. The last one.
Message you got for the young ones out there who want to do the same.
The message I got for the young ones, not really young ones, but whoever want to fall into the footsteps, but then you feel like it's just not for you. I mean, just be yourself. You don't have to be someone to be happy. Just be yourself, do what you think can make you happy. You got to do things right now, because back then you are going to realize that the great things that you are doing. So it's for you to enjoy life. Life is too short to be sitting around miserable. You have to go for what you like, because no one will come create happiness for you. It's for you yourself to create happiness for you. Modeling is not a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people are doing it. We don't want to watch it. If they host a pageant in the community, we don't want to come watch it, but we have to watch it on TV for some other country, which shows that we don't respect our culture, we don't respect our country, but then we want to copy. For us, we like copying. So how about we create our own things, we support, and then we just feel good in our own country. You know, what I like about this pageant that was, we didn't call famous activists to come entertain us. I mean, we wanted to famous ourselves. And
that's the most important. That's about it. That was the most important thing about this, about that Miss WMS. We did not depend on. It's like you did not depend on other people to make the event become big. You just put the focus into it, and then it worked out. Okay, Mr. Mjego, I really appreciate, I'm so thankful for you to make time for coming here for us to listen to you. It's really something wonderful, and we thank you very much for that. And we ask the mighty God to bless you for your way forward to succeed in every dream in your life. Thank you very much for being here. Wishing you a beautiful Sunday, and I hope we shall see you again.
Obviously.
Okay, thank you.